Hi everybody, this is Suzanne Hiron from Memi Papyrus. With the Father's Day fast approaching, I thought this week would be a good time to show you a more masculine type card. And it has the added addition of being a little bit of a fancy fold and can be used as a gift card holder. Let's get started. Father's Day is approaching in North America, so I thought I'd give it a go with a masculine card this week. So we'll be using the stamp set Sailing Home, some embossing powder, and a few little embellishments. This is a little bit of a fancy fold as we're going to use a die cut that is folded to make the flap here. Let's get started. All right, so first we have the Night of Navy cardstock that I've cut at 6.5 and scored at 4.25. So it's your regular size, but we cut off this piece on top. Now I used a bit of Designer Series paper that will adhere to the front of the card. Let's put this aside and do some stamping. So this is the inside of my card, and because it will be inserted, I want my greeting to show up, so I'll put my greeting to the left here. And I've chosen a simple happy birthday. If you have a happy Father's Day, that would work really well as well. So let's start with the happy birthday. There we go. Clean that off. This stamp set is so perfect for many, many occasions. It's got nice sentiments, and I love the stamps, the sailing stamps and the anchor stamp. So for now, on the inside, I am going to use Set Sail in the Direction of Your Dreams. There we go. So I'm going to set this aside, and now we're going to use Versamark. So because we're using Versamark, I'm going to start with my embossing buddy, because we are going to heat emboss this next image. And I want it off center here. I'm going to take a little piece of paper. This is just scrap paper. And I'm going to pour my embossing powder very generously on my image, tap it off, and we'll be pausing for a second while I heat emboss this image. All right, here you have the embossed result. I'm going to pour my powder back into the container. And we are going to stamp the little sailboat. And Night of Navy. As I always say, there's two sides to a piece of paper. If you don't like the first one, turn it around and do it over again. Now this is much, much better. Let it dry for just a little bit. Then I will use the die from the die set and cut it out. Fits perfectly. To snip this little piece off. There we have it. Now I'm going to score the top of this because it will be folded. Make sure you have the proper blade. The dark gray is for cutting. You don't want to cut it off, you just want to score it. That's an easy fold. Now we'll bring in our little sailboat with some dimensionals. I'm using several of the mini dimensionals. They're smaller so they can attach to the thinner pieces of my die cut here. I'll be using my Take Your Pick tool to remove the backing. And we'll place our sailboat in front. Like this. Now we'll bring back the base of our card and our sentiment. So that fits this way. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use some strong adhesive, the tear and tape, to secure my flap. Right here, remove this with the Take Your Pick tool. And I want to position it so it hides my sentiment on the inside of my card. And now I can adhere the inside to the card. So you see, when I mess up, I don't waste my paper. I use the other side and it turns out fine. There we go. Now we have the flap on top. And a little tip, if you wanted to insert a gift card for Dad, you simply have to just adhere these sides here and you can just slide your gift card within. I had a few little embellishments too that I had from this collection, so I think I'm going to use this one with a Stampin' Dimensional. Put a little anchor here. And that completes my card. Hope you enjoyed this card. I'll see you next time.